Alphino draws you close with a whisper. Lady Joy has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favor. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can use to continue your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like you to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Now's your chance to squeeze in another round of reconnaissance. Go. I will cover your absence should the Chais become suspicious.
Same dialect as before.
Same dialect as before. Same jumping teleportation as before.
Yeah.
Bigger jump than I expected. Anyway, the Weeping Warbler.
You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's not getting any better. And my patron thinks I'm of no use to him, but I need you to sneak out to the derelicts and describe my conditions to the Thoric. Here's a list of symptoms, and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. You don't know the derelicts? It's the mess of shacks and ships right outside the joyous halls. That's where the apothecary lives. Or at least, that's what I heard.
Never fear. I can jump through space and time. You need medicines, tonics, potions. Singer's symptoms: coughing, hoarse, hard to swallow, feels like something's there, sore throat. Meal chunk: a portion of meal intended as payment for an apothecary's medicine. A cure for an ailing voice, isn't? No medicine will cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat and must be cut out, excised. And even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor little songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps? What the fuck is wrong with you? Oh, your face. You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few are ever seen to leave, even as corpses. Oh, you might see one or two fortunate You might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is, not for the ship's rat. Oh no. I am content to scurry around down here, and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. This consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day. All the old hands, they know. Oh yes, they know. They just don't like to talk about it. Wouldn't want to upset the status quo. Dick.
Did you get my medicine?
He's a dick. He said that you're gonna die, that your throat needs to be cut open and you may never recover.
So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing?
Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me your voice is still not on the mend.
Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said.
fade to black, and then fade right back. So you've been suffering all this time. I'm sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out onto the street.
You are too kind, sir. But what use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become more burden to you than treasure.
Then I shall have a word with Lord Vothry and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness, will your song ring out clear once again. Or mayhap you think it's a step too far?
No, You would do that for me?
Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. What the fuck? You're talking about turning her into a goddamn one of those plights, aren't you? Ah, you must be a new arrival. Allow me to explain. As all know, the Sin-Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them into celestial paradise. It is through Lord Vothry that we learned this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Uamar are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy.
Lord Vothry truly is a great man, isn't he?
Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you have been shown, my precious canary. You're going to die. That's not salvation. You're gonna die, lady. You stupid. You're stupid.
You're stupid!
Oh no. Oh, dude, you are gonna get your ass beat. I can almost guarantee that, like, they're not capturing her true beauty is why they're, like, the past painters were getting kicked out and shit. Yes, my love, you were probably right.
Oh, dears, we really should have found you some new gloves.
'Tis good to see you back. You were taking so long, I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the chies appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? Well, shit, fuck. So, Lord Vothry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin-Eaters, does he? That would explain the reverence in which he is held by the citizenry. And as for the ascension business, I cannot help but be put in mind of that apothecary and his ominous remarks. If so many folk have entered the city over the years, then where do they go? Oh lord. Alphino seems eager to discuss the magnificence of your discoveries. Please be voiced, please be voiced. God damn it. I take my eye off you for one moment. You're chatting away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What in blazes? It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alphino. Where's your artistic interpretation? Should evoke images of affluence and nobility, and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty. Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary, yours being a joyous union. It seems to me that a realistic portrayal. Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. Spectacle to slacken my jaws and weaken my knees, to make people cry out in amazement. Now fetch a blank canvas and... I say, did that come from above? Chip, Chip, and Cheerio. It's us. The stereo, mimes, jesters, jongulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall, are invited to join us this lordship in the offer. What? You don't rhyme! Lady in Blue, you don't know what fucking rhyming is. You need to fucking figure shit out, man. A public execution. Shall we go, my dear? Quite. I'm malcontent. How dreadful. And this man is to face sentencing. That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mention is part of the emergent, the level above us where Lord Vothry resides. Ordinarily, you would be barred from entering, but it seems like they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The crown lift will take you up there. We had better not dawdle then. I knew he was gonna fucking hate it. You will be careful around the malcontent, won't you? I should so hate for you to come to any harm, although I imagine Lord Vothry has the villain well under control.
If you want to see justice being served, stop dawdling and take the crown lift up to the emergent. Right away, sir. Wait, crown lift is this way? Joining the crowd up there? Yes. Oh, this was voiced. Holy shit.
That's him. That's Vothry.
That's fucking Jabba the Hutt. What the fuck?
He's attended by sin eaters. But how does he keep them from attacking? Mercy! Mercy!
That sounds familiar. Which one is it?
12.
Oh my god.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
Who are these impudent louts? I do not recall requesting their presence.
Lord Vothry, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
Why? You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud. He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but. Europe is a city built on love for one's fellow man. those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society! To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony. That he had the temerity to weep. Please, my lord, anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do, but offer the sinner another way to show his contrition?
Boy, howdy.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Sin eaters are part of Yulmore society, but they must be fed with ether. Living ether. So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide. And still, he could not do as I asked.
You asking him to like chop off his arm?
Wholly unsatisfactory performance.
The fuck?
It is true
Allow
that
me to
Kaishir
kill this
won his
man.
place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out, I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
Oh, you dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours? The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
That hair.
I alone can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin Eaters. And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
A rousing speech to say, to be sure.
And people call this paradise.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Murder.
Painting.
Oh, an artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse this display of insolence.
May.
Who gave you permission to tend to that criminal's wounds? I told you to paint me a picture!
Well, I'll paint a picture of your life ending.
What you need is a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could. Can you walk? I think so.
Did that little worm just insult me?
That was a delayed reaction. White scream.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all! I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
Don't say. Straight baby mode over here. So I don't suppose we're allowed back in there, are we?
Thank you again.
I don't know what that voice was. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though it is probably best we leave this island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Sin Eaters will find few allies in Kalusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our new strategy anew. Right. Kaishir, I have done you a grave disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent in you accepting it. If I had but known the price you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed to make your idea work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Varthry wants us all dead. Why not come back with us to the Crystarium? I'm certain we can find work for you there, if you are willing. No, that would just be me leaning on your kindness again. I need to do some thinking, learn how to stand on my own 2 feet. You could stand on your own 2 feet within the Crystarium. It's not like we're going to hand you the job. Very well. But you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. And it would have been safer in the Crystarium. I'll keep my head down. Don't worry. And you take care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Farewell. Elfina. Lord and Lady Chai.
What in the blazes did you do? They have the entire city looking for you.
I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Elfinel. Now I've had many beautiful and striking pictures painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you had caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Varthry and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings.
I'm sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend.
More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us to the fullest?
Pray press me no further. We are leaving. But I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment.
I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy. I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit.
I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade.
What? What? I don't understand a word you said.
Cool. I guess I'm allowed back inside anytime I want.
It's too bad I couldn't attune to the fucking main aetherite crystal, so I can't just teleport back. I had to fucking fly back every single time. Alright, well, I'm just gonna run away.
Hello. Your search was successful then. Good. But give the word and we shall be off.
Thank you, my friend. for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Was not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the First are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Valtteri and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. By the way, I didn't mention it during the cutscene, but the man had a fucking, like, Sin Eater's face on his man. Like, what the fuck is that about? I see you've reunited with my brother as well. I'd dearly love to hear how that story went. Ah, it is good to be back amongst friends, not to mention my dear sister. I have not seen her for some time, but I gather she is keen to press on with our plans as I am. And you've seen quite a lot of the First yourself now, more than enough to appreciate the scale of the obstacles we face. Let us lay our discoveries before the Exarch and discuss what must be done. No. I want to know what he has to say.
I am told you and Alphino carried out this scheme to infiltrate Yulmore. I would ask what you thought of it, space amusements, but I doubt you are eager to relive the experience.
If only every town could share the Crystarium's spirit of independence. Still, I suppose one cannot decide for others what they should and should not deem important. My powers of persuasion have certainly had little effect on the people of Kalusia.